The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Anthony. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside. Thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week
1. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on IPK if they can stop him on third down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little bring up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
The Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Duke! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They showed you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Davidson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man on the outside.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Flushed out of the pocket. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. to pass. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They punted away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Sweet spin. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davidson. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And Sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make... winning plays and come home with the victory. Ready. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Smashes it between the uprights. They are all tied up here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To go up top. The sure hands, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Going to the run, it's Moore. Got enough space. Touchdown, Duke. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Davidson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Snaps it in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give out of the gun. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's King. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Lost a pass, a clock an enemy. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Moore. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good! Reach for a long one, and he gives them the W. And with that, they've taken the lead. Guys, this